Hey there, this is Mr. Icarus, and welcome to yet another episode of Doom Mod Madness. If you'll just excuse me a moment, I'm going to drop an auto turret down there just to take care of business while I talk about what this particular mod's about. Oh, wait, no. Balls! If you haven't already noticed, it's aliens themed, and it is absolutely chock full of xenomorph blasting mayhem. It is super visceral, super satisfying, and pretty damn fun. But I do need to make a few important distinctions here. This is called Aliens the Ultimate Doom, not to be confused with Aliens TC. And the reason why I'm making that distinction is because Aliens TC is pretty famous for sheer virtue of the fact that it was the very first Doom Total Conversion mod ever made. This is not that mod. This is something a lot more recent, a fair bit different. Well, I wouldn't really know because I haven't had the chance to play Aliens TC just yet, but believe me, I will be getting to that at some point in the future. But for now, we're going to focus on this version, Aliens the Ultimate Doom. And as you can see, a lot of work's gone into this. We've got an entirely different suite of weaponry. We've got flamethrowers, we've got pulse rifles, we've got our really crappy pea shooter of a pistol, which you should never have to use unless you're desperate. And we've got all of the varieties of aliens you could ever ask for. We've got facehuggers, we've got eggs, we've got classic Alien 1 aliens, we've got warrior aliens from Aliens... this is getting confusing. And we've also got the dog alien from Alien 3. So if you're a fan of the movies, there'll be plenty in here for you to spot and go, ah, they put that thing in, that's pretty cool. And it is, indeed, pretty cool. I also enjoy the fact that the pulse rifle comes with the grenade launcher, which is always satisfying to use, but very tricky to use in close quarters. You don't want to be doing that unless you want your face to be plastered over the wall. And we've got the yellow key card now. Ooh, we've got an opportunity to track down a secret room. I'm just going to be a sec while I explore some corners here. Oh, we've got a straggler. Ah, oh, damn it. You okay there, buddy? You seem a little legless. This is something that I really love about this particular mod. There is some sort of location-based damage on the enemy sprites, which I find endlessly cool. So you'll get some aliens with both arms missing that are still charging after you. You can blast the top halves clean off, and they'll still come crawling after you. It is really cool, and it forces you to be a little bit more vigilant with the carnage that you're unleashing upon these various types of aliens, because they can still come crawling after you. We've also got combat droids, which are these guys. They're largely in white, and they have white blood, much like the androids from the films. But first, I'm gonna plonk another turret down here, because any minute now... Actually, no, I haven't triggered the teleporter yet. I'm just gonna get my big gun and then retreat behind the auto-shotty. Auto-shotty? Auto-turret. I don't know what I'm talking about. But as you can see, it's really useful because it attracts the attention of most of the xenomorphs, and it lets you hang back a little bit and just pick them off from a distance. But this weapon in of itself is just super satisfying. Super satisfying. I'm always a fan of the good old-fashioned chain gun. And now we've got the yellow key, which means we can progress through the stages a little bit. I'm just going to hit up the alternate fire of this weapon, just so I can keep the barrel spinning, because it takes absolutely friggin' ages to spin up. Okay, where are you, yellow door? There you are. But this particular stage is the secret stage from Vanilla Doom? Vanilla Doom. First episode. I can't entirely remember where the secret is that lets you find it, but I mainly picked this because it's a little different from the usual stages, and it will force me to be a little bit more vigilant in which way I'm actually going, and hopefully provide me with a few more surprises, because that's the one kind of complaint I have with this, is the fact that the level layout is pretty much the same, just with different textures. This is still in beta, mind you, so I don't know if that's something they'll change. I don't know if they're in the process of, designing unique maps for this mod, or whether they're just going to keep it as a standalone kind of gameplay modifier. I have no idea, but it's certainly a nice achievement in of itself. Right, we've got all of the key cards here, and we've got a blip. Ah, there we go. I love the motion tracker. It's such a fun thing to have. It's such a nice throwback to the films, but if they really wanted to make it super cool and a really accurate throwback to the films, they would have only had half of the circle. So normally motion trackers in the movies, they just have the top circle and it kind of rotates for wherever you're facing. So it doesn't really tell you if there's anything behind you, which really ramps up the tension, which is something I'd really love to see in this particular mod. But hey ho, there's still a few more versions left till full release anyway, so if you're watching this, that's something that I would really love to see. I have no idea if that would be super difficult to actually put in. But hey, I imagine it's already difficult enough changing all this stuff around, and it just, oh, this glorious splatter, I love it. Anyway, we're going to power down this and choose the flamethrower. Actually, no, this is the auto shotty, which is also satisfying in its own right. There's actually a fair few varieties of shotgun in this. We've got your basic pump-action shotgun, you got the auto shotty, and I'm pretty sure there's another type as well that I'm forgetting. I may be imagining it, but I have no idea. But yeah, we've got all the different varieties of aliens to contend with here as well. I don't know if I've already mentioned it, but we've got the dog alien from Alien 3, we've got the warrior alien from Aliens, and we've got the clear-headed variety from the original Alien film as well, which is just really nice nods. I really appreciate it. And we're just going to finish this stage here, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to jump straight to either the penultimate stage or the final stage, because there's a really nice little addition in here that I really want to show you guys before I sign off. Oh shit, I just lost my bearings. Where am I going? No, there we go. Now you may be wondering why we've skipped to Phobos Anomaly, and the reason for that is there's a really cool Easter egg buried in here, and it has to do with the way that this game generates enemies. So the slightly randomized, so enemies won't always show up in exactly the same place twice, and you'll get slightly different combination of enemies as well, which really spices up moving through these levels that you may or may not already be familiar with. And Phobos Anomaly, this one has got a real doozy of a randomized enemy, and it's something that I couldn't actually get to work the first few times I tried to record this, so hopefully this'll work this time round. We'll wait and see. But I'm pretty sure I've taken care of everyone back there. Here we go. Are you ready? Because this is pretty damn cool. It's only the bloody Predator! How great is that? Even better, he'll duke it out with the alien and completely ignore you. So it's a really awesome Easter egg, an awesome shout out to Alien vs Predator. And what are we going to do? Well, we're just going to burn it to a crisp, because we're crass opportunists. And yes, I do have a Marine buddy over there. This does happen in a few levels. You'll get a few Colonial Marines popping in to help you. Some of them will have smart guns, some of them will have flamethrowers, but yeah, they're pretty cool. And they can die as well, so if you're feeling a little bit like being evil, you can kill them and steal their weaponry. So yeah, overall, pretty cool. And I haven't even mentioned the fact that you can choose particular loadouts when you first start as well, but I'll get to that in a sec. First, we're going to have to burn a hive down. Here we go. Suck it! So what was I going to talk about? Oh yeah, the class loadout. So if you go through New Game, you can select what particular class you'd like to start as. So Commando is pretty much default in my opinion, gives you a pulse rifle. Flame Operator will give you access to the flamethrower straight off the bat. Smart Gunner, the smart gun, obviously. And the Combat Droid will give you a little bit of extra armor as well as some kind of rifle. Or you can just, you know, randomize it, try your luck. Well, let's try our luck anyway. Let's hit random and see what we can come up with. And we've got a Commando. Well, that's kind of disappointing. I was hoping for something different. Anyway, there you go. Class loadouts. Lends a little bit of extra spice to the proceedings, along with slightly randomized enemy placement generation. Gives this an element of surprise that it may not otherwise have had, especially considering this mainly uses reskinned vanilla levels. But hopefully you've enjoyed watching. As usual, the links are in the description below. If you've enjoyed, feel free to leave a like. If there's anything I've missed out, leave a comment below. And if you're not already subscribed, well, you know what? You're just missing out. You are absolutely missing out. Right, guys? This has been Mr. Icarus. Icarus out.